Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
All right, guys, so welcome back. Thank you for hanging out, spending a few moments here with me. If you're new, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Now, this is a site that I've been dying to see. A couple months after I dropped this thing off, I went out and got a Challenger Scat Pack. This is still stock. It does have an unlocked PCM, but I'll tell you what, I kind of want to keep this closer to its stock form, because this thing, it drives like a straight up race car. I mean, it is just chopping. You're sitting at the light and the car just is like, let's rip, man. And this car is a little bit more laid back. It's a little bit more, hey, I can have my family in it and they're going to be comfortable. Now, a whole bunch of people have been asking what happened to the Charger, and that's what I really want to talk to you guys about. 2 weeks after I dropped it off, the place burnt down.
We arrived on scene. We found heavy fire conditions at around 11 o'clock. We were able to extinguish them about 11:40. We have over 40 firefighters on scene. We had 3 patients that were transported to the hospital.
The structure that was damaged by fire, I guess, is it a business or what?
It was a business. It appears to be a mechanic shop.
Did it appear to be an accidental cause, or?
It's undetermined at this time. We do have the fire marshal's office on scene. They'll be conducting an investigation. We'll be here a while mopping up and making sure the fire's out.
I was having some major issues with this Charger. Every time that I would drive it, there was either a fueling check engine light or there was a transmission problem. So I really had to just baby it and until I could save enough money. So the transmission HP70 was stock with a tune on it, and I ended up busting that. Along with that, the fueling, I ended up upgrading to a 1440 injectors and a Hellcat pump with stock RT lines. The basket was getting emptied pretty quickly on any kind of highway pull or anything like that. So I was getting check engine lights for fueling. So I knew the two of them were my major issues, and I just needed to save up money, you know. And so that's what I did. I saved up money, dropped it off at the shop, and then it burnt down. And you know, while it was there, I ended up, you know, requesting a few other things. The other thing that I was kind of bothering me about this car was I knew it had boost leaks. I cared more so about everything before the turbos, so that needed to get done. And also too, when I was on the highway building boost, oil was coming out of the manifold, and that's really the bulk of it. Now in another video, I'm going to go through the details. The more technical people that are really trying to build up their car, you guys will have that information. It ended up getting new fuel rails, new lines, triple pump, and then the transmission is a built transmission from Southern Hot Rod, one-piece drive shaft, and then we'll go through the details of that in a separate video. But that's really the story of where the Charger was for the last 14 months or so. I did feel terrible about, you know, the guy's shop burning down, so I did say take your time. And I'll tell you, on the channel it was very difficult because I do depend on this thing for a lot of content. I know a ton of you guys are going to say, go take it to the drag strip, take it to the drag strip. And you know, that my intention is to do what I've always done. You know, I go to the drag strip like once a year, and really I go to like a test and tune or a private session, and I'm kind of at the mercy of whoever decides to show up that day. So I will drag race this thing. I'm not really interested in the time or any bullshit like that. I'm not really a drag racer. If you want to see drag racing footage, go to my guy Modern Red Hemi. He just lives at the drag strip, and I'll tell you, his build is insane. But I would like to line up versus him to see how the Blue Beast over here is gonna line up, old Big Blue. But you know, as I said, I'm more of a, you know, a street strip guy. I like going to meets and having fun doing rolls and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, keep that in mind. I love horsepower, but I also don't like to beat the hell out of my car either. So that's really it. And you know, the Challenger, I think after driving this thing, I love it. Drove it. It sounds like a beast, it drives like a beast, but I very much enjoy having a car that's close to stock because I can have my family in it. It's not so obnoxious, and it's just a little bit more subtle.